Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Alright, this is going to be a super I was about to say chatty, casual video. So today, I was out doing a little shopping trip. I wasn't necessarily planning on buying art supplies, but I saw something at TJ Maxx, and I was like, I'm curious. So, let me show you. I saw these at TJ Maxx for $12.99. And I thought, this is pretty dumb, but I kind of want to test them out. Okay, so these are alcohol-based markers, chisel tip and fine tip. I wonder if that means bullet or brush. Almost certainly means bullet. Anyway, yeah, I saw these at TJ Maxx, and I just thought this would be fun to compare them. For context, in case you don't use markers, here's what I'm comparing it to. Okay, so yeah, there's Copic, that's like the big player. And then the cheap alternative to Copic, there's a few alternatives and there's a few like generic brands, but the one that kind of has gained in popularity recently is Ohuhu. Here, these are alcohol based. This particular one, it has a brush tip and a chisel tip. Brush tips are kind of what everybody wants. They're the hot item. So Ohuhu is much, much cheaper than Copic, but nearly as good. In fact, a lot of artists say they're definitely as good. And then just for fun, last year sometime, I think, maybe earlier this year, I bought this brand, which is CaliArt, off of Amazon. I just kept seeing them advertised, and I was like, what are these? So I bought them. They're actually phenomenal. I actually really, really like these, even though I don't have the brush tip. CaliArt is actually a phenomenal, super cheap marker. Which I think would be good for if you want to know if you like markers or you're buying for somebody really young. In my case, I'm just not like a super diehard marker user, but I like to have lots of colors available in case I want to do a full-on illustration. So I bought these. Yeah, so this is like the most expensive. This is highly popular but cheaper, and then this is ridiculously cheap. So that's what I'm comparing this to. I will say, I like this case. Okay, go. All right, so in this case, in case you can't see, in case you can't see in the case, it does have a bottom that like has a divider, so the markers will like stay in their place, which is nice. You have that pleasant marker shuffle feeling, which is really nice. Okay. All right, so they got the bullet tip on this end. Chisel tip on this. Whoa. Oh, that smells really strong. It smells like Sharpie. Dang. Okay, then. Anyway, so I felt like looking at the caps, this looked like a decent range. The number one thing that all cheap sets, or even like small sets, are missing, like always in every set of markers I've ever seen, is in the pastel range. Like the lightest colors I see here are probably this pale pink and pastel peach, but there's no like really pale blue. Like if I show you, I have the pastel set of Ohuhus. Almost every beginner introductory set of markers that you see ever in the store, they look like this. They exclude all these colors. So that's standard. Even Copic does that. Okay, so the next thing that you do always when you buy a set of markers is you swatch them out. So let's do that. It has multiple markers labeled pastel, but if they're the same color as their lids, they're not pastel. They would like to be. Okay, I don't even know if there's a point in making this kind of video because, like, do all TJ Maxx's carry these? I don't know. Like, my TJ Maxx has the last one and everyone's like, nice, we can't buy them. I wonder if these numbers actually mean anything. I did not make it look super nice and neat because I'm guessing these markers may not require that. That's actually not too bad. That's actually quite pale. Alright, fine. 3 colors in, it's not terrible. Oh. That's actually not a bad pale pink. Sure. We're just gonna call that pale purple and not highlighter pink. Okay, that's not too bad. I mean, it's not super, super pale pastel-y, but it's not bad. It doesn't look like a blue highlighter, so that's a win. Oh yes, very natural. Okay, so as you guys are probably aware, what you see might vary a little bit from what these markers look like in real life, just because of the difference of screens and my camera and all that stuff. I would say this looks like a pretty good range for as cheap as it was for $13. This is actually excellent for $13. The one criticism, let's see, there's not a lot of variety in value, I guess you could say. Like if you wanted like a really light pink all the way down to a really dark pink or something like that. Like there's no really pale purple color. There's no really pale green. The yellows seem to be okay. With red, you're a little bit limited. Like you've got this red, but there's not a whole lot other than that. For like I'm comparing it to this set, this Cali Art set here. Like you see these reds. There's options. But I can tell you right now, I don't remember how much this was, but I can tell you right now this Cali Art set was not $12, $13. So it's fine. The one thing that is kind of weird, honestly, is these cool grays, because this almost feels like a greenish gray, and in comparison, like this feels warm. Like this almost feels like, actually, here, the cool gray 3 with the warm gray 5. Okay, they're not identical. All right. This is cooler than that, but this is like green. I don't know. These seem a little bit weird. All right, got ourselves a little illustration. This is one of my characters. YouTube, Oswald, YouTube. Okay, we're gonna color him. I do know he has brown hair and he's pretty fair skinned, but other than that, I have not planned the colors, which is generally not a good idea with markers. You should plan your colors carefully, but I didn't do that. All right, I am gonna fill in the background sky blue though. Kind of fighting this crease here. All right, so far so good, I guess. Nothing shockingly terrible has happened. I'm going kind of quick with this. I'm not doing my best to get a really smooth wash. Just because I don't mind if like the marker quality shows personally. There are some times where I don't want it to show, but usually I'm kind of okay if it looks like it was colored with markers. Maybe he'll wear a yellow shirt. I don't have any white and I don't have a colorless blender in this particular set, so I don't have a white, obviously. I don't have a colorless blender, so I had the thought of him wearing a white shirt, but I don't have a way to like blend it, so I can't blend this blue out into like a lighter shade. So that's gonna be a trick. Alright, so there's all of our shadows. Let's see if we have ruined this. Get out the terracotta and see if we can warm it up. Actually, let's... Ooh, do I get out the orange? Get out the orange. I'm just warming up the shadows a little bit so it doesn't look quite so green. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll use my dark color, do the hair kind of like that, and then I'll go in with the lighter tone, like over everything. Alright, so any areas I think should be a bit more soft, a bit more blended, I'm just going over them again. It might look like he's eating a flower. He's supposed to be smelling it, but... Oh, that should be skin tone down there. He's wearing his... Wow. No. Oh no. The lid will come off. the heck? Okay. That was a little sticky for no good reason. Okay, what are we gonna do about this shirt? Do we leave it? I just can't blend it at all, and I feel like I would benefit from blending. Where's the yellow ochre? Let's see if we can do this. I'm already regretting this decision. Okay, I don't know if that actually like is at all how the shirt would work, but I kind of like that it makes it more interesting. Alright, the little leafy things. Let's make them green. And then he has gray eyes. Alright, I feel like what's lacking now is some strong shadows. We're going to try and add them. Add them with wine red. So here we go. I realized this is not the most complex illustration, and I would say this set probably won't be the best set if you do want to make very complex illustrations. And by complex, I mean like lots of color blending and lots of I guess just color complexity. This is a limited set in that regard. So you've never tried markers before and you just want to create cute little character doodles. This set will do it just fine. In person, now that I've got the colors, now that I've got the illustration finished, I feel like the colors are good. I wouldn't say they're excellent. In terms of just saturation, they do tend to dull a bit as they dry. But as you can see, I feel like it does okay. And if you're just going to draw like your characters, if you just want to see how alcohol markers sort of work, these will be an acceptable starting point. And for $13, this is $13 markers. That's good, man. That's good. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys got something out of this. I realize this is a very, very specific topic because not everybody is like, let me try out TJ Maxx markers. But I just, alcohol markers are alcohol markers. They're all going to blend to a certain degree. If you get enough markers, you're going to have some variety in color that allows you to create more interesting, dynamic, complex images. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with buying cheap necessarily. You can get an okay illustration out of it, don't you think? Don't you think? I just noticed though on the box it actually has the ages 3 and up. I don't remember the last time I bought an art supply that was like 3-year-olds can use this. It's fine. But okay. All right. Yep. That is it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if there's a cheap brand of markers that you really like and you'd like me to try out, because I really dig markers and I love buying new art supplies, so let me know. Okay, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.